we are going to see how to use Flickr to search for images. The objective is to know the search interface of Flickr, which is the largest photo repository on the internet today. To do this, we go to the browser. I put here Flickr is F-L-I-C-K-R, although we could put it directly, but so find it for us. And here, in reality, it is Flickr is a repository in which it began being, so that photographers and amateur photographers could upload, and had a paid version and a free one, but now has a free version that offers us as users 2 terabytes to upload photos. If you want to upload photos, is a great option, but we will not see it from that point of view in this video, but we will see it as a site to search for photos. We are going to put here in the search window, so if we want to upload photos, we have to log in and register to search. We don't need to, we put nature. Notice that it's already telling me if I want to search for photos, which is what I came here for, but I could also search for people or search for groups, because imagine that what I want are the photos of a person, of a specific user, or of a specific group that can make groups in Flickr. Well, I could. In principle, we are looking for photos, and here we have all the basic options. In principle, it gives us already then the people of the brand as favorite. If it has comments, who is the one who has uploaded this photo, what is the name of the photo. Here we can filter by dominant colors if we want, okay? So we can put this dominant color, more browns, because depending on the needs we have, we can say that we want them in black and white, or with little depth of field, or minimalist, or prints. Okay. We can also see the photos in several ways, in thumbnail, justified, and in mosaic, because it will change a little bit depending on what we want to see. Well, then we can, within this standard screen, we can search for any license. We can search only for Creative Commons photos to be able to reuse them. Notice that it gives us a lot less, so we already know that we can reuse them. And within Creative Commons, if we want to be able to use them commercially, if we want to be allowed to modify them and take a piece of them, if we want to be able to use them commercially, if we want to be allowed to modify them and take a piece of them, if we want to be able to use them commercially and modify them, see photos without any restriction, so that we don't even need to mention the author. There are public domain photos or photos of government activity in the United States that also have public domain. They don't have photos for nature, but they are usually photos of the military. If we want something more advanced, we can give here to an advanced search, and it will allow us to select an orientation, a small, medium, big size, between 2 dates. We can put them by date of capture and date of upload, because normally the photos have the digital photos, the camera puts them a field of information, that is the field that is called EXIF. There are many times it has appeared in the press because it has come out as it has revealed more information. The one who has uploaded a photo of the one he wanted is because he has not deleted this field, and apart from putting the date of capture, it puts the camera, if it has GPS, that you have done it with a cell phone, where it was done, then this field is necessary to know that it exists and to know what is what we want to upload. Well, then by that date of capture we can filter. Also Flickr began being of photos, but now are photos and videos. We can filter if we want photos or videos. And when a user puts a title to a photo, also puts tags so that it is easier to find it. And we can say that the search, this one of here, makes it only in the tags, or it makes it in everything. Okay? Then we can also choose if we want to sort them by the date of upload, by the date of capture that we have been able to filter here, and those that are relevant or interesting that already said, the Flickr, I do not know very well how it is done. Well, let's see. Once we are inside a photo, this one, for example, will give us this display mode. Here below it will tell us the user, if we want to follow it. If we are connected to the platform, what is the name of the photo? Who marks it as a favorite? Where it was taken? Notice if it has been able to get that EXIF information, it tells us with which camera, with what aperture, how was the flash, see how much information it has in the EXIF field. Then this is in the public domain because we have put it that way. We could use it if it does not even mention the author, and then here it will give us the possibility to download it in a size from the largest it has, which is the original. In this case are 5 megapixels to smaller sizes. Well, and with this I finished the explanation of searching images on Flickr.